Steven here from History Hustle, and I'm here in front of the Marco Polo Bridge near China's capital, Beijing. And in this video, I'll talk about the Second Sino-Japanese War, a war that would start in 1937 and would later become part of the Second World War. Before cracking into that, earlier there was the First Sino-Japanese War, 1894-95, China lost. At the beginning of the 20th century, Japan was expanding, annexing Korea in 1910, and annexing and conquering the North Chinese region, Manchuria, in 1931. From that point on, the Supreme Japanese Commander, Toyo, was looking for an excuse to attack China, and that excuse came here, in the night of 7th of July, 1937. According to previously agreements, the Japanese had the right to keep a small garrison of soldiers on the other side of the river, led by Officer Yamashita, who would later see him in the conquest of Malaya and Singapore. The Japanese were carrying out military exercises, but they did not warn the Chinese, and the Chinese thought that they were being fired upon. They fired at the Japanese, and after some skirmishes it all calmed down. However, the Japanese believed they were missing one soldier, and they thought the Chinese got him. They demanded entrance in the fortress of Wanping. The Chinese refused this, but they promised they'd look for the missing Japanese soldier themselves. The Japanese then attacked the fortress. The attack was repelled. Next day, reinforcements arrived. The Japanese take over the Marco Polo Bridge, but they were driven off. And from that point on, hundreds and thousands of Japanese troops were sent to mainland China. The Second Sino-Japanese War had begun. Beijing, back in the day called Wanping, fell quickly to the Japanese advance. However, the Battle of Shanghai lasted for 3 months. And 3 months was the time the Japanese thought it would take to conquer the whole of China. Out of frustration and resentment, the Japanese troops ransacked the capital city of Nanjing, which they conquered in December 1937. Over 300,000 Chinese civilians and POWs were slaughtered. In their occupied territories, the Japanese set up puppet government. It was a savage war. The Japanese carried out countless bombardment. They carried out chemical attacks, and apart from the Nanking massacre, they committed numerous other war crimes in China. Chinese suicide squad rolled under Japanese tanks with grenades around their bodies, and they carried out guerrilla attacks behind the lines. Because of the war, famine struck in the Henan province in 1942-43, which costed the lives of over millions of people. The Chinese Communists and Nationalists, who were at civil war since 1927, now joined forces, and they were determined to drive the Japanese out of their country at any cost. At the height of the Japanese advance, the Japanese Empire occupied the northeastern regions of China as well as many southeast coastal places. However, the Japanese lacked resources to continue their war in China. Even with all their occupied territories, they lacked minerals, and therefore they attacked the European colonies in Southeast Asia at the end of 1941. And from that moment on, China became part of the Allies, and the Second Sino-Japanese War became part of World War II. On the 6th of August, the Americans dropped an atom bomb on the Japanese city Hiroshima. On the 9th of August, the Russians attacked Japan from Manchuria, and the same day, the Americans dropped an atom bomb on Nagasaki. And after that, the Japanese Empire surrendered. The Sino-Japanese War, as well as the Second World War, came to an end. However, for China, the war was not over. If you want to know more about the Battle of Hong Kong, the Battle of Shanghai, the Rape of Nanking, check out the next videos. Like this one, subscribe if you have not done so, and if you have any questions or want to leave a comment, do so below. I'll read them all. Until next time.